review and consideration. Good evening and welcome to the regular school committee meeting for Monday, March 3rd, 2025. The time is 6:34 p.m. Clerk, could you call the roll to determine a quorum?
Student Representative Kelly St. Fort.
Present.
Mr. Almeida Barros.
Present.
Ms. Babcock.
Present.
Ms. Barros.
Present.
Ms. Cornelio.
Present.
Ms. Cristiano.
Present.
Mayor DiMaria. Mr. D'Onofrio.
Present.
Ms. Guerin.
Present.
Mr. LaMonica. Chairperson Hurley.
Present.
8 members present.
8 members present. We have a quorum. If everyone could rise and salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Just to let everyone know, Joe LaMonica reached out and sends his regrets that he could not attend this evening.
The mayor's at City Hall.
And the mayor has also sent his regrets that he cannot attend as well. Mr. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Roman numeral 3, reading of the records for Tuesday, February the 25th, 2025.
Make a motion to waive the reading of the records.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Babcock, seconded by Ms. Cornelio, to waive the reading of the records from Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, and place on file. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passed. Mr. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Roman numeral 4, public comment.
Make a motion to open public comment.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Barrows, seconded by Ms. Cornelio, to open public comment. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Public comment has opened at 6:36 p.m. Currently on our sign-up sheet, we have no speakers. I'm just going to extend an invite to anyone in the audience. Seeing none, is there a motion?
Make a motion to close public comment.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Babcock, seconded by Ms. Barrows, to close public comment. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Public comment is closed at 6:36 p.m. Mr. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Roman numeral 5, report of the student representative.
Ms. St. Fort.
Good afternoon, everyone. Spring sports are commencing with an informational meeting Wednesday, March 5th. Winter sports ended as boys basketball made it to preliminary finals for the 2024 to 2025 school year season. Culinary arts will be serving food at Senator Sal DiDomenico's annual St. Patrick's Dinner this coming Friday, and Wave Club will be celebrating Women's History Month this month. Future educators went to UMass Lowell this past Friday for a Rising Educators Conference. We thank them for having our school where students will be able to learn and share education goals for the future. Additionally, Teacher of the Year, Deshaun Washington, gave words on perseverance, performance, and persistence. Senior class is holding a fundraiser for a dodgeball tournament against faculty and students. Woodston's culinary group is yet to provide great dishes that are doing great at the rate in the world market. It has 2 students from an CTE pathway doing a co-op during their education periods. And for development of the Student Advisory Board, each student has been assigned to a school, and we're looking forward to contacting them and meeting with students this month to ask their opinions on anything they'd like going on in their community or any change. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. St. Fort.
Make a motion to accept the report of the student representative.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Babcock, seconded by Ms. Barrows, to accept the report of the student rep and place on file. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passed. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Roman numeral 6, report of the superintendent. Item number 1, the superintendent's update. Members of the school committee and our audience, I have several announcements. First, let me announce that this coming Wednesday, March the 5th, we will be hosting a virtual presentation, Know Your Rights, in partnership with the Elliott Resource Center and the Lawyers for Civil Rights. We have this special presentation for our families to participate remotely. I had originally directed our Director of Social Emotional Learning, Dr. Wallace, to organize an information session for our families. And with the help of the Family Resource Center, we have secured the services of an attorney named Attorney Richmond, who has been a tireless advocate and expert in the field of immigration law. The sessions will be free and open via Zoom, and the languages that we will offer for translation are Spanish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Haitian Creole. Attorney Richmond will lead the discussion on topics which will include ICE requirements as they relate to public schools, Fourth Amendment protections, legal frameworks for school districts, parental rights, temporary child care options, and issues related to temporary protected status. People who choose to participate can go on our Everett Public Schools website and click on the option for Zoom, and that again is this coming Wednesday beginning at 5 o'clock. And I encourage parents who may still have unanswered questions or would like to have some additional information to please join that Zoom. This is one of the steps that I've taken here at Everett Public Schools to ensure that we are thinking about our families over these last several weeks and for many more months to come as the rules and regulations promulgated out of Washington would have a direct impact on our families. So this is just one more step I've asked our department to take to help our families get good and reliable information. So again, this coming Wednesday, it's a virtual session for parents to participate. Please check the Everett Public Schools website and click on the link for a 5 o'clock program. This past week, I formally appointed Janet Taylor as the principal of the Lafayette School. Ms. Taylor, as many of you know, has been the assistant principal at the Cavarian School since 2019. Before that, she was the assistant principal at the Parlin School and a first grade teacher, which started her career in Everett at the Webster and Cavarian Schools. Dave Brady, as you know, has served as principal of the Lafayette School for many years, and Mr. Brady had applied for and was appointed as the new Title I director. As you know, one of my commitments was to restore Title I to support the work of the Title I program, which is a federal program to support reading across the district. So once Ms. Taylor's replacement has been selected from a committee that was established at the school for her replacement, she'll assume the role as principal full-time of the Lafayette, and Mr. Brady will then begin his tenure as our Title I director. So we wish both of them much success in their new endeavors, and I look forward to working with both of them in their new capacities. Last week, speaking of Lafayette School, our custodian, longtime custodian down there, Shannon Hendricks, was honored at the State House under the Black Excellence on the Hill celebration, which was last Friday in the Great Hall in Massachusetts. He was accompanied by Mr. Brady, who was on hand to congratulate his work. For those of you who know Shannon, he's one of our premier custodians, and on his way to work and at home each day, he takes pride in the work he does, not only inside the building, but on his way to and from school, does all kinds of cleanup along the way, and even checks the building on weekends on his spare time to be sure that there's nothing in and around the school building that would impede our children's safe return on Mondays. Great guy, a huge asset to our custodial staff, and certainly a welcome face at the Cavarian. I was so pleased to nominate him, and he was selected by many nominees across the Commonwealth. And so we wish Shannon the best in all that he does for us, and of course his personal life. And in the news notes that I have left at your place, you'll see a picture of him along with our principal, Mr. Brady. So congratulations to Shannon Hendricks. Also, congratulations goes out to the Everett High School Theater Company, which advanced over the weekend in the Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild's High School Drama Festival after finishing in the top 4. This is a semifinal round, and our students put on a production of the 146-Point Flame, which tells the story of the historic 1911 factory fire in New York City. I got to watch their dress rehearsal here at the high school last Thursday. A stellar performance, small cast, 9 people, but our kids put their heart and soul into it, and it was no surprise that they scored so well. But in addition, our actors themselves received Excellence in Acting Awards. Gina Rodriguez-Sanchez for Excellence in Acting, Rebecca Lewine, Anthony Santizo also received Excellence in Acting Awards. Anna Souza for Stage Management and Assistant Directing. Jasmine Lopez for Excellence in Sound Design. Sophia Milo and Isabella Vaz for Excellence in Costume Design. So our kids walked away with plenty of recognition this past weekend in Melrose, and they're on to win some more awards on behalf of the city, for the schools, and of course their production. Similarly, our percussion ensemble placed first in New England Scholastic Band Association competition this past Saturday. So Everett was well represented in both theater and in music. Our percussion ensemble was at Dartmouth High School. The Winter Guard, which also competed, finished third in the same competition. Both groups We'll have many other activities this coming week and weeks ahead, and we'll have World Championships, which they will be competing in April in Dayton, Ohio. As many of you know, they continue to compete year after year in Ohio and always do us all very proud. So I'd like to also recognize Mr. O'Brien, who's in the back, who really, with the help of Mark Sacchetta and Brian Spencer, really do an enormous amount of work preparing our young people to do what they love and what they do best, and it shows each and every day. So thank you to Mr. O'Brien, and especially to our young people who outperform so many people across the district. So thank you. We also have congratulations to offer our Parlin School 6th graders and their teachers for an exemplary performance during February's Massachusetts State Prodigy Math Challenge. The Parlin finished first for the month, answering more than 42,000 questions correctly. Parlin's 6th graders accounted for over 30,000 of those right answers. Prodigy is a game-based learning platform. Students practice standards-aligned skills in math as they play fun, adaptive learning games. The game's algorithms adjust to each student's learning pace. There are also teacher and parent tools to support student learning in the classroom and at home. I want to thank, in particular, Kerry Grace, one of our Parlin teachers, for sharing this news with us and supporting our young people as they also compete amongst their peers. I mentioned this briefly before, but we have an upcoming Family Biliteracy Night. Our Department of English Learners are hosting another Family Biliteracy Night on Thursday, March the 13th, from 4 to 5:30 at the Cavarian School. The festivities, which are always well attended, will be free to all of our Everett Public School young people from grades pre-K to 5 for their families as well. We'll have books to provide them to read and to take home in a multitude of languages, and we'll have some activities to engage our families as we embark upon the importance of reading and learning across multiple languages. And finally, the Pride Raising Flag Ceremony will be held this coming year on June the 2nd, beginning at 3 o'clock, and we'll bring note to you again. All are invited. We'll hold the ceremony outside the front entrance of Everett High School, and if there's inclement weather, we'll go inside the cafeteria. But I'd like to also acknowledge our faculty members, Sean Salazar and Mark Lent, who are the co-advisors of the Everett High School's Gender Sexuality Alliance, and our coordinator of libraries, Mary Pulio, for organizing this program once again this year. And I also would like to point out that our member, Marconi Barros, is always a part of that event and help support the work that that committee does here at Everett High School and beyond. And Madam Chair and members of the committee, that's my report.
Ms. Guerin.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you. Mr. Hart, just to be clear, the Know Your Rights program, that strictly is Zoom. That's not an in-person.
That's correct. We thought that that was more important, that that people have the comfort of being at home and asking those questions rather than gather in person.
And does that require any pre-registration, or
no,
you just click the link?
No, just click on.
Okay, wonderful.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Babcock?
I would like to just two things. One, for Mr. Hendricks, I just want to share that Mr. Hendricks kept Amelia in her thing. She forgot things constantly, and Mr. Hendricks would always go beyond for any student to let them into a classroom to get their binder that they forgot. He happens to be one of my neighbors as well, and the man absolutely, not only does he keep our schools clean, but he keeps our city clean, and he helps out elderly neighbors around us as well. I just am so grateful, and I can't think of anybody who deserves this honor better than Mr. Hendricks. So I was so happy to see this. He's such a kind person. I do have one other thing. I did notice on your flyer that was on the back of it, which was about String Night, and I happened to notice it, and I just wanted to mention that String Night, that there are a few of them. Do you want to share the details of that? Because I think I'm sure it was on your list.
String Night, we have that on our website as well. For grades 3 to 5, it's on March the 4th, and for grades 6 to 12, it's March the 6th here at Everett High School Auditorium, beginning at 6 o'clock, and that is directed by several of our staff, but certainly Mr. Kazmarek, which many of you know, does a wonderful job with our young people across the district. And we also have string night across the district in various schools, from the Cavarian School right to the Maddie English, from March the 10th through the 20th. And they will be in the cafeteriums across those schools in the morning, during the day, for our family and our students. So they will all be, information will be also, or is also, on our website.
Ms. Babcock?
I just want to say that I love that they're expanding the program like that. I think that there are almost 500 students in the violin program. And the opportunity for the parents to be able to see them in that small setting for the younger people is excellent. So I encourage people to definitely go out and see the concerts here. You will be absolutely impressed to see the work of our music department and our students.
Thank you. If I may, from the chair, I have one question about the Know Your Rights Zoom night. You mentioned it's going to be on the website. Will that also be shared with families on Dojo, Remind, and Talking Points? Or
I believe that's going out tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you.
And social media as well.
Thanks. And I'd also like to extend congratulations to the theater company, percussion, and color guard. We are very well represented by our students in the district. Ms. Christiana.
And while we're thanking everybody, I'd just like to acknowledge Mr. Hart that I think these two new leaders that we've picked, Ms. Taylor and Mr. Brady, moving on to become the director of Title I, very important, both of them, very important jobs, and I can't think of anybody better suited, really.
Thank you.
It's nice to see.
And we do, I think I've mentioned this before, I have instituted a search committee for each of our positions, which is made up of usually a faculty member, a member of the management team. Sometimes it's teachers or students, and they ask the same questions of all the candidates that apply, that meet the qualifications of the posted position, and they work their way up until the kind of the natural top two come to my attention for the kind of final interview and selection. So we have a good vetting process, and I think it's fair to say that we have very good candidates that apply. We have wonderful finalists. It's often very difficult to make that final selection, but it's no small feat to get to that point where I get to see two great top candidates. So thank you for the comments about both of those people.
Are there any further questions for the superintendent's update? Ms. Babcock.
Yes, one last question, and that's about the Everett Theater. I know you mentioned that they were moving on. Do you know what the next steps will be for them?
They have another date. I'm not sure that it's set yet. I'd have to check on that. But
will they be doing a performance at the high school as well?
They have, and they've done it for certain grades at the high school. Have gone to see it on this particular production, and so they will go to the next the statewide. I think it's in a couple of weeks, but I'm not sure the date.
Okay, well, we'll keep our eyes open.
Do you have a date on that, Dave? I don't know if they've given that to us yet.
It's 2 Saturdays from now, which I think is the 15th.
Okay.
And it was a couple of
The high
weeks.
school has not been announced yet. Last year we were in Brockton. I
Right.
don't know if it's going to be the same this year.
I think it's the location. They wait to see how many people would go. Thank you.
Make a motion to accept the superintendent's update and place on file.
Second.
Motion has been made by Ms. Barrow, seconded by Ms. Cornelio, to accept the superintendent's report and place on file. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passed. Mr. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Item number 2, I'm requesting your approval to waive rental fees associated with the City of Everett's use of Everett High School for its Girls' Day event from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, April 12th. Girls stands for Grit, Intelligence, Resilience, Leadership, and Strength. Through this event, the goal is to empower Everett youth girls from ages 5 to 14 to explore typically male-dominated careers as options for them too. Everett Police and Fire Departments and the Massachusetts State Police are among the city partners in this event. We get a number of young folks to come, and I'm asking for you to waive the rental fee. They will be paying custodial fees associated with the event.
Make a motion to move on favorable action on,
On the motion?
yes.
I'd just like to say, this is just to touch on this Girls' Day event. I've been to 3 of them with one of my granddaughters, Yushin, and I can't say enough about it. Kathy Drain, at the city's diversity officer, has put this together, and she's got a great team that she works with, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of the female police officers that participate, and it's just a tremendous program. And so hats off to Kathy and the team, and I'm hoping I'll be able to attend it again.
Well, thank you. Motion has been made by Ms. Babcock, seconded by Ms. Cornelio, to accept the approval and waive the rental fee associated with the City of Everett's use of Everett High School for Girls' Day, the Girls' Day event from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, April 12th, 2025. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? The ayes have it. Motion passed. Mr. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Roman numeral 7 would be items submitted by school committee members. There are none. Roman numeral 8 is subcommittee reports on finance and negotiations for Tuesday, February the 25th.
If I may, from the chair, the Finance and Negotiations Subcommittee on Tuesday, February 25th, 2025, met to favorably refer the Unit B contract after review and consideration to the body, which will be voted on next meeting. So motion to
Accept the report of the subcommittee.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to accept the report of the subcommittee from Tuesday, February 25th, 2025. We'll do a roll call on that one.
Mr. Almeida Barros.
Yes.
Ms. Babcock.
Yes.
Ms. Barros.
Yes.
Ms. Cornelio.
Yes.
Ms. Cristiano.
Yes.
Mr. D'Onofrio.
Yes.
Ms. Guerin.
Yes.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
So moved, 8-0.
8-0, motion passed. Mr. Superintendent, the next order of business.
Roman numeral 9 at bills and payroll. There are none. As you know, we had bills and payrolls reported out at the last meeting, which was last Tuesday. So we will have a full packet for you at our next regular meeting. Item 10, unfinished business. There is none. Item 11, Roman numeral 11, new business. There is none. Roman numeral 12, hearings. There are no hearings. Roman numeral 13, matters for executive session. Item number 1, to approve executive session minutes for the school committee executive sessions that we conducted on January 11th, 2024, January 18th, 2024, February 27th, 2024, April 1st, 2024, May 6th, 2024, September 3rd, 2024, October 21, 2024, November 4th, 2024, November 18th, 2024, and December 16th, 2024, pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A and 1, and Section 21A, Paragraph 3, under the authority granted by statute, to wit, Mass General Law, Section 30A, Section 22F and G, where the chair declares that an open session will continue to have a detrimental effect on the litigating position of the committee.
Make a motion to go into executive session and adjourn from there.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded to enter executive session and adjourn in executive session to approve executive session meeting minutes for the school committee executive sessions that were conducted on January 11th, 2024, January 18th, 2024, February 27th, 2024, April 1st, 2024, May 6th, 2024, September 3rd, 2024, October 21st, 2024, November 4th, 2024, November 18th, 2024, and December 16th, 2024, pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A and 1, Section 21A and 3, under the authority granted by this statute, to wit, Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 2020, Section 22F and G, where the chair declares that an open session will continue to have detrimental effect on the litigating position of the committee. Long story short, we're reviewing executive session minutes. Roll call, Mr. O'Connor.
Mr. Almeida Barros.
Yes.
Ms. Babcock?
Yes.
Ms. Barrows?
Yes.
Ms. Cornelio?
Yes.
Ms. Cristiano?
Yes.
Mr. D'Onofrio?
Yes.
Ms. Garin?
Yes.
Madam Chair?
Yes.
So moved, 8-0.
So moved, motion passed. Before we end the meeting, I just want to extend a congratulation to Chris Schweitzer and wife Katie for welcoming their daughter Colleen, and big brother Ryan is so excited. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone. We have entered executive session at 7 o'clock.